Nature can be breathtakingly beautiful, but it can also be terrifying when its power is unleashed. Around the world, cameras have captured shocking moments where storms, earthquakes, floods, and eruptions reveal just how fragile human life really is. These clips remind us that no matter how advanced our technology becomes, we are still at the mercy of nature's force. In this video, we'll count down the top 10 natural disasters ever caught on camera. Each one is a chilling reminder of how quickly calm skies can turn into chaos. Number 10. The Alaska Earthquake of 2018. On November 30th, 2018, the ground in Anchorage, Alaska, began to shake violently. A powerful 7.1 magnitude earthquake struck without warning, leaving roads cracked open, buildings damaged, and people scrambling for safety. What made this moment unforgettable was the raw footage that showed the ground buckling like waves on the ocean. Cars slid across collapsing roads as terrified families tried to escape. Although miraculously no one was killed, the event left the city with more than $76 million in damage. The video clips from that day serve as a haunting reminder of the unstoppable power locked beneath the Earth's crust. Number 9. The Turkey Earthquake Pool Footage. In Turkey, a different earthquake brought one of the most unusual clips ever seen. A swimming pool, calm one moment, turned into a chaotic whirlpool the next as seismic tremors rocked the ground. Water sloshed violently from side to side, spilling over the edges like a giant wave machine gone out of control. People nearby could only watch in shock as the pool transformed into a dangerous torrent. Though this scene didn't show collapsed buildings, it captured something equally chilling: the invisible energy of an earthquake turning everyday places into frightening danger zones. Number 8. The Taiwan Typhoon Floods. Typhoon Soudelor, also known as Typhoon Carthon, slammed into Taiwan with winds and rain so fierce that entire neighborhoods were drowned underwater. Video footage showed cars floating like toys, streets transformed into rivers, and terrified families rushing to higher ground. The typhoon killed dozens, injured hundreds, and caused billions in damage. Watching the chaos unfold on camera is a stark reminder of how quickly storms can grow into monsters, and no amount of preparation could stop the sheer volume of water brought by the storm. Number 7. The 2019 landslide in China. In 2019, a devastating landslide ripped through China, swallowing roads, trees, and homes in seconds. The video of the event is jaw-dropping. Entire hillsides collapsed as if the earth itself had turned liquid. In the chaos, cars were tossed aside like toys, and whole villages were buried under tons of rock and soil. Landslides like this show how fragile human construction is when compared to the raw weight of nature. With a single slide, decades of human effort and community were erased in moments. Number 6. The Norway Coastal Landslide. One of the most shocking disasters caught on camera happened in Norway when an enormous landslide sent entire houses sliding into the sea. The video shows buildings, trees, and land breaking away and drifting helplessly into the water, as if they were nothing more than toys. Residents watched in horror as their homes disappeared before their eyes. What makes this disaster so unforgettable is how slow yet unstoppable it appeared, the earth itself giving way, reminding us that stability is never guaranteed. Luckily, because the area had been evacuated, but the destruction left behind was beyond repair. Number 5. The Philippines volcanic eruption. In 2020, the Taal volcano in the Philippines erupted with terrifying force. Cameras captured massive plumes of ash and smoke rising high into the sky while lava boiled up from the crater, causing violent explosions of steam and fire. Thousands of families were forced to evacuate, leaving behind their homes and belongings. The footage from that day looks like something out of a disaster movie, with ash turning daylight into near darkness. For the people who lived nearby, it was a reminder that volcanoes may sleep for centuries, but when they awaken, they can change lives in an instant. Number 4. The 2011 Japan tsunami. Few disasters have ever been recorded as powerfully as the tsunami that struck Japan in March 2011. Triggered by a massive 9.0 earthquake, the tsunami waves towered as high as 40 meters in some areas, swallowing entire towns. Footage from that day shows cars, boats, and even buildings being swept away as though they were weightless. More than 15,000 people lost their lives, and millions were left homeless. Beyond the human tragedy, The tsunami also caused the Fukushima nuclear disaster, making it one of the most complex and devastating events in modern history. The images from that day remain some of the most haunting ever filmed, showing the unstoppable force of the ocean when unleashed. Number 3. The Alaska landslide tsunami threat. In 2020, scientists and locals in Alaska warned of a looming landslide that could trigger a tsunami. Months later, cameras captured enormous chunks of rock and earth crashing into the sea, creating massive waves. Although this event was not as deadly as others on the list, it was terrifying to witness because of what it represented. The footage revealed how quickly mountainsides can collapse, and how those collapses can send destructive waves. It was a chilling reminder that even remote areas are not safe from nature's unpredictable violence. Number 2. The dust storm at sea. Not all natural disasters strike with explosions or violent shaking. Sometimes they arrive like a slow-moving wall of terror. One chilling video captured a gigantic dust storm rolling toward a ship in open waters. At first, it looked like a distant haze on the horizon, but within minutes, it grew into an enormous brown wall stretching across the sky. The crew could only watch as the storm swallowed the horizon and approached with unstoppable force. When it hit, visibility dropped to almost nothing. The sound of the wind roared, sand pelted against metal. This haunting scene shows that disasters don't always arrive with warning sirens. Sometimes they creep in quietly until you are already in the middle of danger. Number 1. The deadly tornado. Taking the top spot on our list is a disaster that strikes fear into anyone who has ever lived in tornado country. A family filmed from their home, the sky turned dark, the sound became a deafening roar, and in seconds, the calm street outside transformed into chaos. Trees bent and snapped like twigs, and debris flew in every direction. At one point, a trampoline was lifted into the air and vanished into the storm as if it were a feather. This raw footage shows why tornadoes are among the most unpredictable and destructive natural disasters on Earth. They can form in minutes, strike without mercy, and leave entire towns unrecognizable. For those who survived, the tornado left not just broken homes, but memories of fear they will never forget. These 10 disasters remind us of one undeniable truth. Nature is both beautiful and terrifying. Peaceful oceans and lush forests, but in a matter of seconds, it can also unleash earthquakes, storms, and waves strong enough to wipe out entire communities. Each video on this list shows the fragile line between normal life and chaos. But as frightening as these events are, they also teach us the importance of awareness and preparation. Knowing the risks, listening to warnings, and planning ahead can make the difference between life and death. While we cannot control nature, we can respect it and learn from every disaster caught on camera. If this countdown opened your eyes to the true force of the Earth, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a future video. Share this video with friends and family. Thank you for watching Top 10 Natural Disasters Ever Caught on Camera. Stay safe, stay prepared, and join us again as we continue exploring the most powerful and unforgettable moments ever recorded.